Yet they can't have PMS during the telethon, quite frankly, because it'll be the most negative tote board in the history of hell. We don't take Visa or MasterCard, you bastard. Boom. It'll be I got to get off. You've been, as usual, the best, Chicago. Thank you very much. See you again. Doctor, I really have to talk.
No, Richard, you really have to be quiet. Come, group. Help Richard. Tell him who he is.
Oh, wait a minute.
But Richard is deathly afraid of developing egomania, so he has insurance against it. The more success he achieves, the higher his pants waist rises, and this way he's sure to choke himself to death right before fame goes to his head.
Richard modeled his complaining after his mother. She always complained that he didn't have a career, so he made a career out of complaining, and now she complains that he has it too easy, and he complains that she only calls to complain.
Now, look, it's just my opinion, but I think Richard's bad posture is a pathetic effort to undo an early trauma. I mean, you know, he let a ball go through his legs in Little League, and he cost his team the championship. I think he's literally bent on being ever prepared for the next hot grounder.
Richard sadly displays several nervous mannerisms in a last-ditch effort to be understood by constantly communicating in his own manic Morse code with the hope that extraterrestrials will feel sorry for him and send someone down out of this world, or at least someone who isn't an actress, to comfort and nourish him.
Richard is always manic on stage because he feels that if he stands in one spot too long, a jealous relative or an ex-girlfriend might have a better chance of blowing him away from a hotel room across the street with a telescopic lens.
Richard's illustrious hypochondriasis is a variation on classic Jewish martyr self-punishment. He wears it like a badge and combines it beautifully with paranoia. If you send him a get-well card, he takes it as an accusation that he could and thinks you hate him.
Richard can't admit it, but he's very narcissistic, and it shows. I mean, he's a deep believer in the old axiom, you always hurt the one you love. That's why he's always torturing himself.
I really have to talk.
Okay, Richard, Louis, it's time for you to talk. Do you have the time?
Yeah, it's 11 o'clock.
We have to stop now.
Years of communism never prepared them for this.
The man I was really afraid of was the translator. Khrushchev came to the United Nations in the 50s. He was angry. We were scared of him. He picked up his shoe. He banged it on the desk. We will bury you, we were told. No, what he really said was, these are not my shoes!
Stand-up, sketches, capitalist comedy at its best. Billy Crystal, Midnight Train to Moscow.
Chevy Chase, Beverly D'Angelo, Randy Quaid, and the rest of the Griswolds are decking the halls in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Next on HBO, simply the best.
Happy New Year, HBO viewers! Hi, I'm Kevin McDonald from the Kids in the Hall, and I'm having a Kevin McDonald from the Kids in the Hall New Year's party!
It's an entire night of comedy with a dozen of HBO's one-night stands.
A lot of Kids in the Hall will be coming, and we got a lot of celebrity special guests, and we'll be having cheese and crackers!
And you'll be feasting on comedy. It's show after show of the best one-night stand comedy specials. The party starts at midnight with your host, the Kids in the Hall. Don't miss HBO's New Year's Eve Comedy Bash.
Happy New Year!
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting an unforgettable evening of elegance and charm, of beauty and wit. One of the greatest performers of all time graces the stage.
Oh, cut the crap. Just tell them about my new show. Roseanne Barr, that's me, in my brand new comedy special on HBO. Rosie with a Z, strictly upper crust. Keep your feet off the vinyl covers and no crushing beer cans on your head. No, not tonight.
Right. That's Roseanne Barr, live from Trump Castle. Premieres Saturday, January 5th.
When I think about you, yeah, you know I feel fine. And I saw you are the best of all time. Every time I turn my head, you do something unexpected. Yeah, you keep me on my toes. Wanna shout it out loud, let the whole world know you're so good. Coming on strong. You got a way about you, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4. As a matter of fact, I'm all the hands and I like it like that. Ain't it good to know tonight you and me at HBO,
Hi everyone, I'm Matt Lauer for HBO Entertainment News. Well, there is an abundance of Christmas spirit among celebrities this holiday season, and it's evident in a brand new book titled Sharing Christmas. The book is a tidy little stocking stuffer which includes celebrity holiday stories, recipes, and poems from personalities around the world. Actress Deborah Raffin, who conceived the idea of Sharing Christmas, feels that each piece is so special, it's difficult to choose a favorite.
Each piece is like a child to me. I mean, I worked on this book for 2 years, compiling these pieces, writing and telephoning all these various, very public people, asking them to show very private sides to their lives, to their feelings, whether it be a childhood memory or adulthood memory. And so it's very hard for me to choose.
And in keeping with the Christmas spirit, Deborah Raffin is donating all profits from the book to charities for the homeless. Actress-singer Julie Andrews, who shared a spicy soup recipe in Sharing Christmas, recently completed her first Christmas album in 25 years. The album, titled The Sounds of Christmas, was recorded with the London Symphony Orchestra and features many Christmas classics. Another music choice you can make this holiday season is from Barry Manilow. His first Christmas album is titled Because It's Christmas, and like the title track, many of the songs are Manilow originals. And from the archives of Phil Spector's vault comes the Oldies But Goodies re-release of A Christmas Gift for You. It features 50s rock and roll divas Darlene Love and the Ronettes. But if it's jazz that rings your Christmas bells, you might want to check out a new release called The Jazzy Wonderland, a collection of traditional Christmas songs performed by the Marsalis brothers, Harry Connick Jr., and other jazz greats. And in New York City, over $500,000 was raised for AIDS research at the annual Night of 100 Trees. Several celebrities donated lavishly decorated evergreens, which were auctioned off to an enthusiastic and caring crowd.
It has to be the most festive part of the whole season. Aren't these trees fabulous? And what could be a better cause?
Well, I've lost 12 friends, very close friends, to this disease, and I don't want to lose any more.
And at the box office, the wait will finally be over on Christmas Day when Al Pacino returns as Don Michael Corleone in Francis Ford Coppola's much-talked-about film The Godfather Part 3. And Arnold Schwarzenegger goes undercover as a school teacher in the comedy Kindergarten Cop. His assignment is to protect the child of a gangster from a hired killer, but the trick is to do it without blowing his cover or his top. I'm Matt Lauer, wishing you a very happy holiday from all of us at HBO Entertainment News.
Chevy Chase, Beverly D'Angelo, Randy Quaid, and the rest of the Griswolds are decking the halls in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Next on HBO, simply the best.
It's Francis Ford Coppola's epic story of the Corleone family, a winner of 6 Academy Awards. The Godfather, Part 2. Al Pacino.
If anything in this life is certain, if history's taught us anything, it says you can kill anyone.
Diane Keaton.
In 5 years, the Corleone family will be completely legitimate. That was 7 years ago.
Is it worth it?
Robert Duvall.
I mean, you won. You want to wipe everybody out? I don't feel I have to wipe everybody out, Tom. Just my enemy. That's all.
Michael. Lee Strasberg.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
And Robert De Niro as young Vito Corleone.
Those were great old days, you know. It was like the Roman Empire.
The Godfather, Part 2. Tonight.
In January, HBO brings home the brightest stars, the biggest hits. HBO, the best movies. Daryl Hannah, Sally Field, Dolly Parton, Olivia Dukakis, Julia Roberts, and Shirley MacLaine.
I'm not crazy, Malin. I've just been in a very bad mood for 40 years.
Are the Southern Flowers of Steel Magnolias, the best.
I want a divorce.
You can't have one.
Kathleen Turner, Michael Douglas.
Come on, smash my face.
And Danny DeVito star in the loveless story, The War of the Roses, the best.
Now that is a risky proposition.
It's Slick versus Slob when Sylvester Stallone and Kurt Russell team up in Tango and Cash, the best. Richard Gere, Andy Garcia.
You testify against Dennis Pack, we'll grant you immunity.
Internal Affairs, the best. Ray Dawn Chong stars in the HBO original movie for January. Prison Stories, Women on the Inside. And it's nothing but the best in February with Glory and Hard to Kill. HBO, the best movies.
The following movie is rated PG-13.
It's that time. Christmas time is here.
Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Diane Keaton, and Robert Duvall in The Godfather Part 2, the winner of 6 Academy Awards, next on HBO.
And now with a word about her upcoming show, Ms. Roseanne Barr.
Almost like the real thing, and yet infinitely better conversationalist. Now, if they only like sleeping with women, but you know, men. Just one of the topics I'll be discussing on my new comedy special on HBO.
The Real Roseanne Barr, live from Trump Castle, Saturday, January 5th on HBO. Meet Mr. and Mrs. Rose.
I want a divorce.
You can't have one.
After 18 years of marriage, they're calmly divvying up their possessions.
It's a lot easier to spend it than it is to make it, honey bun.
You might not have made it if not for me, sweet cakes.
Or maybe they're not. Michael Douglas, Kathleen Turner, and Danny DeVito. The War of the Roses, premieres Sunday, January 6th. The best movie.
With the year drawing to a close, how did we do in the first year of the 90s?
Well, repeat the first part of that. The first part of the question was...
Well, not necessarily the news team takes an irreverent look back.
What a disgrace.
At the places, the events, and people that will shape this new decade.
No new left.
It's serious comedy for the 90s.
Are you joking?
Not necessarily the year in review. Monday on HBO.
On the next First and 10, TD's offered the presidency of the Texas Shooters.
Now, I don't think you're even going to need the 48 hours I'm giving you to decide.
He's going to need all the time he can get.
Underhanded, backstabbing news travels fast.
And Bubba and Jethro have a falling out.
Gentlemen, don't you think it's time you kissed and made up?
I'd rather kiss a rattlesnake.
Well, then go home to your wife. He started it, Miss Fulbright.
First and 10, In Your Face. Premieres Wednesday on HBO.
Hi, I'm Nina Griscom for HBO Entertainment News. We're here at the gala dinner following the New York premiere of Awakenings, one of the most highly anticipated films of the year. Earlier this evening, celebrities and socialites turned out to see the dramatic performances of two exceptional actors, Robin Williams and Robert De Niro. Awakenings, directed by Penny Marshall, is based on a true story of a doctor's work with victims of a severe neurological disease. Robert De Niro plays a patient who has been in a trance-like state since childhood and is miraculously awakened by his shy and caring doctor, played by Robin Williams. And here at the party, which benefits the Robert Steele Foundation for Pediatric Cancer Research, we caught up with some of the stars.
I think it's a very important film, and it's a powerful piece, and it's got a wonderful message about appreciating your life.
What was it that made you decide to take on this project?
The story. It's a powerful, true story. And if after reading the script, you read the book, it's even more amazing. And after meeting Oliver, did you meet him on the way in? Then you saw.
The acting was so incredible, it was sort of beyond acting, it was just real. I mean, it was like having my own memory played back. It was a very extraordinary experience.
How do you think the audience reacted to this?
I think they were moved, as they say.
I started crying as the credits were rolling, and I'm talking about the credits at the beginning of the movie. I was already in tears.
I love the whole film. I think the direction is incredible. I think Penny Marshall should be commended.
Do you cry every time you see it?
I go with the audience, but I'm also very nervous. So I still want to see it with a regular, non-black tie audience.
Well, Awakening certainly has woken up this crowd. So be sure to set your alarm to see this film when it opens next month around the country. I'm Nina Griscom.
Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Diane Keaton, and Robert Duvall in The Godfather Part 2, the winner of 6 Academy Awards, next on HBO.
HBO World Championship Boxing presents the WBA 147-pound welterweight championship. Undefeated WBA welterweight champion Aaron Davis takes on Olympic gold medalist and former IBF junior welterweight champ Meldrick Taylor. HBO Sports presents the WBA welterweight championship of the world from Atlantic City. Aaron Davis versus Meldrick Taylor. Live Saturday, January 19th, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, only on HBO.
Let's talk about your crime. What was going through your mind when you shot him?
Can she keep her unborn child?
When you do? Said I was.
Can she face the outside world?
You've been threatening to come home for years.
Can she break the cycle of crime?
He was arrested for selling narcotics.
Ray Dawn Chong, Lolita Davidovich, and Rachel Ticotin in powerful true-to-life dramas, Prison Stories, Women on the Inside. Premieres Saturday, January 26th on HBO.
following movie is rated R.